Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And already we're under... It's Neymar! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Looking here to chip it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beats Alvarez! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, terrible pass. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Anthony. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Kupchu. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Mendes has it out wide and in space. And he's there to get it away. And we have our very first corner. No, he's managed to misplace that. Koundé. And back to the keeper they go. Safi Sali. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Wan-Bissaka makes the interception. Benfica are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Anthony! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a... Anthony! And he hits the net! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit!
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Çalhanoğlu played towards the other side.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that's well spotted. Nuno Mendes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nuno Mendes. And Neymar. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's not got that quite right. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kukçu. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but it's Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Koundé gets it clear. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Davids gets over and intercepts. Has a go! Caught offside that time. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Fiddles it through. Played back in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Anthony providing an outlet on that flank. Benfica are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Neymar. Bellingham.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. Good spot, he's seen the run. And that's put paid to a promising move. Back into the middle. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. The less said about that pass, the better.
3 minutes added time.
That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Bayer is there to take. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Let's look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here
And
when they
now
can
I'd just
repeat
like to
their
read
first
out
half
our
success
fan
with
members who are
another show of strength?
celebrating their birthdays today. Substitution on the field. Number 14, Bellingham. Number 21, Alvarez. Coming on the field, number 42.
Whistle goes, and we start the second
Number
half.
5, Eze.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. He is through here, and he's in on goal, has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Mohamed Salah. And it's Neymar. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, it's Dembele.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Eze really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the shots! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it!
Benfica really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
The attendance for this
So
match
we've reached
was
the hour mark.
71,550.
Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah.
Musiala! Good try, very good try in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And now they can clear their lines. Looking for the run. Dembele looking to run onto it. Very nicely done. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a good run down the right. He's got away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kutch hits one! He's scored! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Manchester United
Anthony.
can make their
Number
change now
15.
with a break in play.
Satisali.
We have got
Number
ourselves a
20.
game here.
Dembele.
Well, they're very much...
He's had a hit! He scores! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
69 minutes is number 9.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, that's a key interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. David Villa. Musiala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
DiMarco. Eze. Davids.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very close.
He's got the shot away! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposite.
David Villa. David Villa! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Manchester United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. Neymar. Benfica are looking to go forward now. Musiala. Musiala puts his foot on the gas. Pass somewhat off target. He's in plenty of space here. It's a goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh no, what has happened here? Real chance! Oh, this looks sharp. Dembele. Great chance! And it's in! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be...
David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
He could be in here. That is a brilliant interception. Deep into stoppage time. He has found a way through. David Villa. Benfica have got it. And that's that. Benfica perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Played back in. No way through. And the pass is intercepted. He's looking... Shot a goal! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Valencia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Eto'o. Ronaldo has a go! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact...
And the shot! It's Messi! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Valencia go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Messi. Looks to the other side. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Scholes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta. And it's Scholes. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Çalhanoğlu gets a foot in here. Scholes. Nuno Mendes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Owen. Picks out brilliantly. Fiddle and Owen! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vieira. Valencia are looking to break at pace. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! Kupchu. Now it's Owen. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nuno Mendes. Scholes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And the shot! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Neymar! Vieira. Pull it. Oh, this looks sharp. Now that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Half-time getting close now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that should get the job done. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Scholes. Hakimi.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
And Koundé. And he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Vieira. Neymar. Maldini cuts it out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Benfica playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Second period then underway. Always onto this. Owen! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now there's a fight. Oh, shooting chance! Scholes. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Neymar.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Mendes finds himself offside. Del Piero. Bullet!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Hakimi. Looking for options for movement. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely aimed pass.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Puyol. He's got space in the air, it's Eto'o! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. And here's Del Piero, shapes to shoot. Ronaldinho. And he's been shifted off it.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 25. Número 22. Neymar.
Benfica perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 5.
Oh, well played.
Número 23.
Cannavaro.
Número 18.
Cruyff.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And it's Bale.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he thumps it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe! He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's looking wide. That looks a good ball through. That'll be a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vieira. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Del Piero. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Costa Curta. Here's Doku. Kukçu. He's found a way through.
Such good technique.
Now it's Scholes. Cross from Scholes. There's the hit! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Chance here to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Out for a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. Dembele.
That's going in strongly.
And it's Maradona. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Doku. Spread neatly. That has been cut short. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Costa Curta. Quarter of an hour played. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. And it's Bernardo Silva. Can he get away here?
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Dembele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Scholes. Upamecano cuts it out. Dembele. Dembele has a goal! Now it's Maradona. Chips it through. Plenty to aim at here. It's Drogba! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Neymar. Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Dembele. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Doku. Bruno Fernandes. Ball played for Kökçü. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now there's a fine chance! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 11, Bruno Fernandes.
Benfica have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Referee's given a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Çalhanoğlu. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, shooting chance! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Scholes goes short. It's gone backwards. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's cut it out. Maradona. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That is ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Benfica, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Dembele! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Shapes to shoot! And he's following up! They've scored! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Çalhanoğlu makes the interception. And it's Drogba. That is good alertness. Hakimi. Kukçu. Dembele. Played back in. Scholes. Doku. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Bernardo Silva. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Good spot, he's seen the run. Bernardo Silva. Drogba. Now the finish! He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
This has become one superb game of football.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
The attendance for
There's
this
a
match
beautiful
was
simplicity about this contest.
72,306.
Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's Dembele. Hakimi. And here's Dembele. Passing nice and neat. He's got away. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Rodri cuts out the pass. Neymar. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And it's Dembele. Back into the middle. And here's Dembele. And they're quick to get it back. And the shot! Goal! Benfica! And they're back in front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
18, Ousmane Dembele. Substitution on the field. Number 16, Rodri. Number 13.
We have got changes here
Bernardo
from both
Silva.
sides, in fact.
Number 18.
Benfica go into the lead. He's played him through. It's Lewandowski!
Coming on the field. Number
Wanted to
23,
outwit the keeper, but
Beckham.
a shade off target.
Number 22,
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
Benzema. Number 10, Van Basten. Substitution.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Mendes. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he cuts out the supply. Hakimi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Hits one! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Interesting ball. Look, tries a shot! He should have put that one away.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
7,
second corner of the game.
Leo Upamecano. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Rafinha. Substitution in progress.
Oh, what a... McTominay! And now they can spring out of defence. think that's offside. Yes, it is. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it again. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Benzema. There's the shot! No, he couldn't get hold of it. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, it's Dembele. Nuno Mendes.
There will be 5 minutes.
No way through.
added time.
Decent hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he was alert to it. Fernando Torres. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Benzema. And he's managed to get free. And that has been clubbed away. That'll be a throw-in. Five minutes to add. And he's picked out the run. Unai Simon will lay claim to that. Koundé. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Benfica proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.